Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Let me fix this right quick while I talk to y'all. How y'all doing? I am doing fantastic. Sorry. Apologies for me not doing a video. You know, I always say this and I say it because I'm being honest with you guys. Um it's just yesterday was kind of a rough day for me. I had therapy. Oh my gosh, I might just have to hold this phone to keep this from not falling down. But yeah, yesterday I was just not in good headspace. I went to therapy, and you know, if you guys don't know this, I'm 24 and I don't have a job in the career field that I want. Okay, I have a job. I'm a ship shopper. I talk about it, but you guys know, like, my ultimate goal is to be in video production. And, just getting fresh out of college and then this pandemic, this stupid COVID pandemic, y'all, I'm fully vaccinated, but I'm still going to wear my mask. Y'all need to mask up too. But, get vaccinated, okay? Go to your local pharmacy, go to wherever to where y'all can get vaccinated. It's free. Let's get this pandemic over with so we can stop wearing masks and we can be around each other and all that stuff. But this pandemic, me being fresh out of college, I decided to take a mental break from school. And I did that for a couple of months. Beginning of this year, I said that I'm going to start looking for jobs. And I've been looking for jobs, and it's now May. And it's like, I'm ready to get into career field. I'm ready to be work in video production. Just anything media related, advertising, social media, whatever, video production coordinator, video production assistant. That's what I want to do. And it's like trying to get these jobs. And it's like, how are all my other classmates getting jobs and I'm not? And it's like, I'm trying to be positive, but it's like, man, it's like, when is it my turn? When is my time going to come? And it's like, y'all, I'm just, but yesterday was a bit rough for me mentally. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy when I'm really not and give y'all a fake, me being like fake, all this stuff. Like, I'm not with that. I don't want people to be put on and, act like they're happy when they're not making videos. So it's like, I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to act like I'm happy when really I'm not happy and I'm not in that mental space to do a video. So it's like, I just needed a break. And it's like, one day I'll do a video on my job journey. I'll do a video if y'all are interested in that. And like, because it's really hard. It is. But I'm going to just keep being positive vibes, positive attitude, and hopefully my time is going to come. But all right, sorry for my little personal thing. I'm sorry, but I don't want to give y'all a half-ass review to where I'm not in the mood. That's not who I am. That's not what I want to do. That's not going to be good for y'all, because y'all can tell my energy off. Like, I don't want to do that to y'all. I want us to be on the same page and everything on that. When I give a positive review, I want y'all to feel me being positive, sending out positive vibes, positive energy. And when y'all watch that, I want y'all to feel that too. And I can't do that when I'm not in a great, when I'm not there. So it's a new day. The sun's shining. I'm going to do some shops and everything like that, make some money, and just have a good Tuesday. So I hope y'all are having a good Tuesday. So let's get into it. Now, this is Good Girls. All right. There's been some noise surrounding this show, y'all. Okay. And if y'all could tell by the title, you know what I mean. So, this is season 4. This is the spring finale of Good Girls. This is episode 9 of season 4, Chef Boyardee. All right. So we get a flashback. No, it's not really a flashback, but I thought it was a flashback at first. But we see this dude. He's waking up because he hears noise in the kitchen. He goes into the kitchen, and it's his daughter. She wakes up, and she's fixing pancakes and, everything. She had a nightmare. And she was like, I had a nightmare about the kidnappers. And he was like, I locked all the doors, but they came in through the back door. And the camera panned to a whiskey bottle that was already almost half empty. And he said, don't worry, it's my job to protect you. Later on that day, the father, he's a police officer, and he meets with brother Councilman. Now, the police officer is the guy who arrested Rio with the Lucy situation. Y'all, I'm sorry, my phone keeps sliding. All right, this is good. So yeah, the police officer that arrested Rio, to where, Lucy and everything happened, yeah, that's the same police officer. He met up with brother Councilman, okay? So, cut to Beth. She meets up with the FBI agents, and they told her that, you know what, DC pulled the plug on the whole thing. He got out because of an inside person bailed him out. We knew last episode that it was brother Councilman, and I came up with the conclusion that brother Councilman is his boss. Rio's boss is his brother. That is his boss. Y'all can't tell me whoever it is, but no, it's his brother. I'm dead serious. It's his brother. Okay, brother Councilman. And so she's freaking out because she don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen to my kids? What's going to happen to Dean? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to all of us? Homie, FBI agent was like, drink. So she tells the ladies what's going on. And they're freaking out, who's going to pay for Nevada? How are we going to get there? Let's go to Mexico. Let's go to Thailand, all this other stuff. They coming up with ideas. And then Beth asked Ruby, do you still have those purses? And I said, damn. Oh my God. No. No. Sorry, y'all. No. Hell to the no. Ruby, you should have kept your mouth shut and not told Beth about your whole purse schemes. You should have never said that, because now she want to dip her toes into your business. Shout out to the one subscriber. She commented on the video and she was like, you know what? I want to see Ruby, be ferocious. I want Ruby to, let loose. One subscriber told me, girl, whoever you are, what's up, girl? How you doing? Because we was on the same page. We was both on the same page. We both want to see Ruby be, step up, like be a boss bitch, like step up, be ferocious, do what you got to do, stand your ground. And we saw in this episode that Ruby cannot do that. We saw that. And so we see Ruby. She's cleaning up the purses. She's cleaning up the purses. Stan walks in. He's like, what you doing? She was like, just cleaning up the purses. He was like, we don't got to do any of that anymore. Gene's in jail. Well, Ruby was like, we need the money. And then Stan was like, okay, then it's going to take a lot of work, selling these bags by ourselves. And she was like, no, we need help. And Stan automatically said, hell no. No. He knew that Beth was going to get dragged into this. And Ruby said she helped us, okay, with everything, so we need to help her. So also, it was Beth's idea to put Gene in jail. So it's like, okay. Next we see Annie and Ben realizes that he knew he was going to have to go back to his old school and leave St. Anne's. And he really likes the school. You can tell he likes the school. He likes the people there. He likes the environment. He likes the school. But we knew in the past couple of episodes that Saracen and Nancy, they couldn't keep up with the money and everything like that. And so they were going to pull him out. He was like, you know what? I'm going to sell my lacrosse things because there's no lacrosse team at the old school. And Annie was like, don't sell them just yet. Ben was like, no, I want to sell them because I want to do karate. And the reason why he wants to do karate is because, they haven't met Ben at that school, at his old school that he was at in the first couple of seasons. He was, he wasn't fully who he is. And you guys know that Ben, was Sadie. Sadie is now Ben. And so I don't know if he's taking, shots and everything, like testosterone shots. We don't know that. We just know that he identifies himself as a boy, as a man, his name is Ben, okay? So at that old school, he was not Ben. So he wants to take karate, most likely to defend himself. Dean and Beth, they're at the park, and Dean, he's saying that finally, we have a chance at life right now. Everything's good. Everything's smooth sailing. Okay. So Dean goes home with their youngest kid, and then out of nowhere, this motherfucker Rio pops the hell up. And in this moment, I looked at Rio, and I'm like, you know what? Manny Montana, because that's his name. Manny Montana. He plays Rio. I would risk it for Manny Montana. I would, I would risk it. Opportunity came. I do it. I do it. I do it. I'll do it. I will, because that's a good looking man right there. He is definitely my type. Beard. I don't think he got tattoos in real life, but beards and tattoos, that's my weakness. You got beard, you got a beard, you got tattoos, you tatted up, you got a good personality, and you look good. That's it. But, so he pops up out of nowhere, and he sits down to her, and he was like, look here, I want my money back. I want my funny money back, okay? Where is it? And she was like, it's with the police. How am I supposed to get it? He was like, find a way, because I want my money, okay? So the girls are at Ruby's place, and Beth calls the FBI agent. She was like, hey, do you want to meet up for celery juice and everything like that? Okay, bye. Bam. So Beth thinks that the money is at the hotel where the FBI agents are at. And basically, it's like a suicide mission. You're taking government money. You're stealing back government money. Counterfeit, not government money, but counterfeit government evidence. You are stealing from the police. You are going to go back to jail. You are going to be in jail because you're taking counterfeit money, stealing it from the police. Like, it's in the government's hands now. It's evidence. You're taking evidential counterfeit money. That's a suicide, okay? Suicide mission. So, at that place, Stan and the girls, they have a meeting about the purse scheme. How are they going to get money for the purse? And Stan, he comes up with the idea, and he explains the idea, selling them to 4th grade moms and everything like that. And Beth, Beth wants to be in charge. Beth wants to control everything. Beth wants to be the head honcho. And Stan was like, this is my idea. You're going to listen to me. But Beth, she thinks that she can, do it better. And she said she can. And in that moment, not in that moment, but Ruby should have stood up to Beth. Like, this is Stan's idea. We're going to go with Stan's idea. But she's sitting there quiet. I'm like, girl, like, say something. Say something. Open your mouth, girl. Like, open your mouth. Say something. Stand up for your man to be like, you know what? This is his idea. We're going to go with his idea. Like, she just, Ruby, stop being a walking mat. I'm really starting to get annoyed with Ruby. Ruby needs to stand up for herself. Ruby needs to open up her mouth. Ruby needs to take charge. She needs to stop letting Beth basically control what's going on. There's three people have an opinion. Not just one person's opinion is the best opinion. Okay? People need to open up their mouth. And Ruby needs to open up her mouth. And she was really pissing me off this episode. But it's like, Beth was like, this isn't going to work. This is a bad idea. And they come up with another idea. So the former dancers, the former dancers at Jean's Club, they're dancing in front of these guys, all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden it stops. And you see the girls, they're trying to sell the purses and everything like that. And so they're trying to, be like, okay, starting price is at $2,000. We take cash, we take credit cards. The dudes were about to, buy the purses and everything like that so they can get back to the show. But one of the guys was like, you know what? That's not going to happen. He pulls out his badge. He's a cop. and they get busted, okay? Stan is pissed, as he should be, okay? So Dean, he meets with a former colleague of his, and he's asking his former colleague, like, how many cars do you sell in a month? He's like, I sell 300 cars in a month. I said, what? You sell 300 cars in a month, man? You are a good salesman. So Dean is trying to sell some of the skincare products to his colleague, and the colleague notices that it's a pyramid scam. And Dean is trying to make it up as it's not like that, trying to invest and everything like that. But the former colleague, he offers Dean a job at the place he works. And Dean was like, nah, I'm good. I like being my own boss. And then something starts beeping. It's his ankle monitor. He got to go back home, okay? He needs to hurry up and go back home before the PO comes, knock on his door, okay? All right, so the FBI agent, she's at the police station, and she wants a copy of the arrest record for what happened. And the officer, from the beginning, he gives her the arrest record, and he sees Rio's mugshot. And she was like, it's great having, people on the inside and everything like that. So as she leaves, the police officer asks the fellow officer, hey, I need something from the evidence room. And then he says that she was someone's daughter. And I'm like, who are you talking about? I'm like, what? I'm just so confused. This police officer's story just threw me in for a loop because I'm really confused. Like, I thought it was a flashback in the beginning of the episode. I thought the FBI agent girl, I think her name's Phoebe. I think her name is Phoebe. I don't know, because I saw it on the envelope toward the end of the episode. But Phoebe, I think that's her name. I thought it was a flashback and his daughter was Agent Phoebe. That's who I thought it was, but I don't know. I'm very confused. Y'all, can somebody clear that up for me? So, okay. I had to check my hair for a minute. Okay, so we get back to the beginning of the episode where the officer meets Brother Councilman. And he asked Brother Councilman, do you have tickets for like an MMA event? Brother Councilman was like, wow, what's up? Also, Brother Councilman cute. What's good, homie? He was like, why you need the tickets? He was like, because my daughter, she's a 9-year-old MMA fan and everything like that. And then Brother Councilman was like, I'll see what I can do. Officer was like, how do you, get the tickets and everything like that? He was like, because of like, connections and then donors and everything like that and cancer stuff. That's why, get tickets and everything like that. So the officer, he pulls out one of the MMA tickets. Like I said, that was the same police officer who interrogated Rio early on in the season when he, when they found out about Lucy. Rio was like, yeah, I was at the MMA fight around that time. And he pulled out a ticket. He was at the MMA fight. And then he was like, you could check the cameras and everything like that. So then he pulled out the same ticket that he used at Rio. He pulled it on Brother Councilman. And he pulled out the ticket, and then he pulled up Brother Councilman's Instagram. He was like, you know what? You need to stop putting things on Instagram. So he put 2 and 2 together. And Brother Councilman was like, what precinct you work at? He was like, precinct 14. And he was like, I got you. Okay. Okay. So Annie is at Ben's school, and she's talking to the financial aid lady. And y'all know how financial aid works. If y'all went to college or anything like that, y'all know how financial aid is like a pain in the ass. The financial aid lady, she was like, yeah, you don't qualify for this. And Annie was like, you know what? Ben loves the school. Okay, he loves everybody. He belongs on brochure. The brochure where it's like, if you want your kid to go here, you show him this brochure. Ben's picture is on this brochure. Like, he loves the school so much. Oh my gosh, please help me, please. So the financial aid lady, she was like, what happened to like Ben's father? Like, isn't he paying for this? And she didn't say anything. So then the financial aid lady, she was like, are you sleeping with anyone? Are you like getting in bed with anyone? Like, do you have a domestic partner with you? So living at this address. Okay, so Annie, she goes by the homeless dude that will be doing a couple of like things for her. And he's like, why are you here? Like, why are you here? And she hands him the folder with all the papers. And she was like, I need you to sign here and like you can use my address. And he was like, okay, if I sign this, do not ever, like, talk to me again. Do not ever come here again, okay? We get Beth. She's at, like, this, house mom meeting or whatever, And they're talking about, mom things and talking about persons and everything like that. So, we see the husband walk in. Her husband is the guy who busted Beth and the girls over the purses. So then she leaves the room, and he was like, what are you trying to do? And she was like, Beth was like, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't put your home address when you're ordering strippers. I'm like, why would you put your own home address? Why don't you just come up with a fake name? Like, 123 Merry Christmas Lane. Like, you need to put, like, a fake address. If you messing with somebody, put, like, a fake alias name. Butter Love, something. I don't know. Don't put your real address. Come on now. That's so stupid. And Beth was like, you know what? I was recording the whole time so I could show your wife. Bam! This is what your man was doing. So the wife comes in, and Beth was like, you know what? I have some other, she pulls out her phone. I have some other purses too. You can look right here. And then the husband was like, you know what? I'll get the purse for you. I'll get the purse. And you know what? Maybe all the other colleagues' wife will like this purse too. So, get the money. All right. So, back at Ruby's house, Beth is distributing the money with them. And Stan and Beth have a conversation. And I completely 100% agree with what Stan told Beth. She likes to use people to get what she wants. And I've noticed that. I noticed that in the past couple of seasons. She uses people to get what she wants. She manipulates them, and when she gets what she wants, she tosses them away. That is what she does. And he read her, and I completely understand. I agree with what Stan was saying. And basically, it's like she likes to empower. She likes to feel empowered. She likes to feel in charge, and she doesn't care about anybody but herself. Understandable. Next, we see Beth go to the FBI agent's apartment. No, her hotel. And she has celery juice with her and bourbon. Dean invites Brecken Meyers' character. That was y'all, I was really struggling. The last episode, y'all had no idea. I was like, this dude, I had a Leonardo DiCaprio moment. Like the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Leonardo DiCaprio, that meme and everything like that where he's pointing. Yeah, I had a Leonardo DiCaprio moment. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is old dude's name? I've seen him and stuff back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, I know who this dude is. His name starts with a B. His last name starts with an L. I know who his name is. Brecken Meyers. I was like, oh, I feel like an idiot. Because I love Brecken Meyers, dude. Brecken Meyers is freaking hilarious. So, Brecken Meyers' character is over Dean's house. And Dean tells Brecken, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm good. I want to end this. I don't want to do this anymore. So Brecken Meyers was like, all right, then, give me a product. So Dean gives him the product. He thought the product were the samples. Nah, dude. That's not how it works. And Brecken was like, you know what? You agreed to do this for a year. And I have years worth of product in my garage. So Dean isn't getting out way too soon unless he sells all of those products. Okay, so Dean is stuck. All right. Okay, so Beth and Phoebe. I'm going to call her Phoebe. I guess that's her name. So Beth and FBI agent Phoebe, they're drunk. They're having drunk conversations. And so Phoebe, she leaves to go to the restroom. And Beth, she's snooping around the hotel trying to find the money. And she finds the money. And she sees the window. And I'm like, do not throw that money out the window. Do not do that. We see Annie and Ruby outside. And Ruby was like, Stan hates Beth. And then the money just, boom, drops on the floor. Drops on the ground. And I'm like, you really threw that money out the damn window. What if it would have just tumbled and the top came off and it would have been raining bands of counterfeit money? Girl, oh my gosh. We see Rio in the gym, and we see Rio at the boxing gym. He's shirtless and he's wearing shorts and he's boxing, and my mouth just started salivating. Like I said, if I had the opportunity, I would do it. So his brother walks in, and they started joking around. They go in the boxing ring and they start boxing. Okay, so they started talking about the boxing match, right? That Rio went to, and Rio was like, "Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like you could hear his nose, old dude's nose broke if he was up close and everything like that." He was describing it, and brother Councilman was like, "So that's what happened when you shot old girl in the head." He's talking about Lucy, and then he was like, "Did you do it for her?" Talking about Beth. Rio ain't say nothing. He was like, "So I guess she, knows how big you are down there." And Rio was like, "Yeah, she already knows." And I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to sound perverted or anything, but you know what? I think Manny Montana's packing. I'm sorry. I think Manny Montana is well endowed down there. I have a feeling he is well endowed. Oh my gosh, I sound like a fucking pervert. Sound like a fucking pervert. Oh, but man, I can't help it. Okay, so that's what happens. And then Rio was like, if it's a problem, I'll fix it. Brother Councilman was like, it is a problem because a police officer came to the diner when I was eating breakfast. So it is starting to be a problem. And so the bodyguard, brother Councilman came with a bodyguard when Rio was in the gym. I'm like, why the hell does a councilman have a bodyguard? Like, what the fuck? No, that don't work. The only way you can have a bodyguard is if you are very important or if you're working in criminal activities. So you're doing criminal activities, sir. And so the bodyguard, he's holding back Rio. And brother Councilman, he picks up when you want to fight and everything, like when you like UFC or MMA or boxing and everything like that, the corner chair and everything like that. Yeah, he picks up the corner chair. Brother Councilman picks up the corner chair, and he pulls out like a band or something. Pulls out like a band of money, toss it aside. And Rio's like, "What's that for?" He was like, "For the doctor." And he like, boom, hits Rio in the face with the chair. So, okay. Next, we see the homeless dude knock at Annie's door. And he was like, basically, my car caught on fire for the electricity. So, yeah. We see Ben come home. And Annie tells Ben that good news, you get to stay at St. Anne's. But bad news is that the homeless dude is going to be staying with us. Okay, so we're wrapping up the scenes. And we see Beth and Rio at the park. He asked her, how did she get the money? She was like, by being myself. And then she asked Rio, how you get the black eye? And he was like, by being myself. A police officer, he comes home and he hears noises in the kitchen. And he goes to the kitchen and it's Rio right-hand man, who's also fine, dude. Like, what's good, homie? Next, we see Stan and Ruby. And Ruby tells Stan that she didn't do it for Beth, but she did it for herself. Okay? Then we see Dean in the hot tub, which I still think is so unsanitary. And he looks so uncomfortable, like, with his bike riding friends. I really have a thing, it's like, I'm weird like that, where it's like certain things don't belong in certain places. And it's like, a hot tub does not belong in the house. Unless you have like an indoor pool or something like that. But a hot tub doesn't belong in a living room. A hot tub belongs outside. That just seems so unsanitary to me. Like, ugh. That just seems so unsanitary to me. You feel so uncomfortable. Next, we see back at the police officer's place, there's a folder that says Agent Phoebe, Washington, D.C. and stuff like that. And it's like, is spilled with spaghetti, and we see the table being tossed over. That's where Chef Boyardee, that's where the episode came from, Chef Boyardee, because Rio's right-hand man said Chef Boyardee. Next, we see Beth opening up the door, and it's a present, and she opens it with the ladies, and it's like this welding plate, with the queen, with Queen Elizabeth. Oh, duh, I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. I am so dumb. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I am really stupid. Wow, I'm dumb as hell. Wow, I have my slow moments here and there, y'all. Wow, I'm literally just putting this together. It's the metal, it's like a welding plate of like Queen Elizabeth. Her name is Elizabeth. Damn it, I'm dumb as hell. But Queen Elizabeth put two and two together, y'all. And so that was the end of the episode. Now, let's talk. Good Girls, the second half of the season comes back June 24th. It's going to be a 2-hour premiere. So, June 24th is when Good Girls is coming back. Y'all, look at the title, and what does it say? Hashtag Renew Good Girls. Now, around last week, there are like a lot of shows that were being canceled. I saw on Twitter a lot of shows just being canceled, okay? Then I saw on Twitter, it was like trending number 1. It said hashtag Renew Good Girls. And I said, what is going on? I clicked on it. And, oh my gosh, what is her name? Her name is May. Yes, Mae Whitman. Mae Whitman, who plays Annie. She said that basically Good Girls is on the brink, which means that they are on the brink of being canceled. And so she started talking about it. Then Matthew Lillard started talking about it, So it's like hashtag Renew Good Girls. Y'all, I have it in the title. I need y'all to tweet it and at NBC. Okay, tweet hashtag Renew Good Girls at NBC, at NBC Universal. Do that. Spam hashtag Renew Good Girls so we can get renewed, so the show can get renewed for another season, because this is really a good show. I really love this show. I've been watching it since day one, and here I am reviewing the show, and it's like, I love the show, and y'all seem to love the show. Shout out to y'all who be like, shout out to y'all. Y'all really love, Good Girls reviews, because now, like, some of the videos are in, like, the hundreds. Like, what are y'all doing to me? Like, oh my gosh, y'all are so amazing. I'm like, how am I getting 500 views? How am I getting 500 views? How am I getting 300 views on the show? How? This is crazy, y'all, but thank y'all so much for watching the reviews. Much appreciated. Thank y'all for watching all the other 2 shows that I reviewed, Mayans MC and CS the Key. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. I just turn on my phone and just start talking shit. And I have fun talking. I have fun recapping the show and putting my 2 cents in. And I love interacting with y'all. Y'all are amazing, and I love y'all. And that's real. That shit's real. Like, I got love for y'all. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Much appreciated for y'all for taking time out to watch my videos. Much appreciated. But yeah, spam hashtag Renew Good Girls so we can keep doing this. I love doing this, so keep spamming it. Hashtag Renew Good Girls. And at NBC Universal, do all that stuff. Get their attention to Renew Good Girls, because this is such a good show. Now, you guys, all right, a new show, a show will be added back into the lineup on Wednesday. So be prepared for Wednesday for review, okay? I love you guys. Peace. Love. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.